inch of that stuff on there. And we're basically preventing the toilet from rocking when it goes from one tile to the next. Sometimes you get an uneven tile. I like to favor the back. That's where you get most of your weight distribution. Alright. That's gonna be it. Put that over to the side. Of course, you grab your new toilet. While this is drying up, you got your new wax seal. And what you're really looking for is to compress that wax. In this case, it turned out really nice. And your second move is to make sure the top of it is nice and straight. Take a quick peek at it, step away from it. That's looking pretty good. You want to just make sure you're nice and square with the wall. Now you see all the plaster powers. Some seeped, some didn't, but you want to go ahead and push that inward. And I'm going to show you that right now. You take a look, you take your hand before anything else, and you want to just push towards the toilet. And that's going to fill in that gap for you. And with the excess, you just kind of scrape it up, put it back in your bucket. So far, so good. And the excess, you just kind of take your hand, put it right back in your bucket. The excess, all while pushing inward. Fresh water bucket here. Go ahead and rinse your hand off. So what's happening now is that the plaster of Paris is hardening up. handy dandy sponge. And you just start wiping the excess away. Just like so. Get nice and clean. And then you're pushing in towards, you're not technically taking anything off, you're just basically filling in the gap. Do your rinse thing. Rinse and repeat, folks. You see how it's hardening up, starting to clump. So again, just wiping and pushing inward. And keep at it, and it'll come out nice and clean for you. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Another thing to remember is that while you're doing this, try not to lean on the toilet or move it, disturb it, because right now your calcium Paris is curing. Guys, I'm going to take a break here and I'm going to give you a quick picture of what this is looking like so far. Alright, now you see that? As that dries, you'll be able to go ahead and clean it up even more. And this is exactly what we're looking for. And there's about a pretty good 1/4 inch material in there. And once that hardens, this toilet isn't going anywhere. I don't even have the bolts in there, it's already nice and hard. It's coming out really nice. Next we'll be putting on the toilet tank, finishing up the connection, and then we'll go ahead and run a nice bead of caulk on top of that plaster of Paris, because it will stain with urine and so on and so forth. So you want to give it a nice coating of this stuff.